So, a few years ago, I was in a very bad place. I was going through a very difficult time. So, I was in an emotionally abusive relationship now, and I just couldn't get out. I was really finding it hard to leave. Sometimes when you see people in abusive relationships and you're like, why don't you just get out? What are you doing with this person? Sometimes, trust me, they are trying to, but they don't know how to. That was me 2 years back. It was a terrible experience, to be honest. It's a terrible experience, and I don't even want to begin to recount because that's actually not what this video is about. So at that time, nobody around me really knew what I was going through. They knew, it's like every relationship have their ups and downs. People just knew I was going through, the relationship was giving me some sort of stress, but they didn't really understand how badly I was being stressed. So they could probably tell I was having one or two issues with my partner at the time, but they didn't really know how badly I was being affected. Why I was going through this particular difficulty, I was still, foolishly trying to decide if I was going to marry this person or not. I remember having a conversation with one of my cousins, and even though I didn't give her the details of my struggles, she said something. She said, Ebere, you know too much to make a mistake. She just said, Ebere, you know too much to make a mistake. And over the years, I've heard her say it again and again, to be honest, a couple of times at different situations. And I've been thinking about this, and then I realized it's actually true. It's actually true. I actually do know a lot to make certain kinds of mistakes. But then, how did I get here? So, how do I get to a point where people can trust, and even I can trust that I will always make the right decision when it mattered most? And I would say I would really attribute it to mentorship. So as a teenager, I remember listening to people like Pastor Sam Adeyemi, Bishop David Oyedepo, Bishop David Obueli, Pastor Sarah Oweli, Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo, Feladu Toye. I listened to these people over and over and over. They formed my routine, daily routine. Like I just enjoyed I just enjoyed listening to them. And so many other people, not just these ones, but these are the ones that really stood out for me the most. Their voices were constantly resounding in my heart and in my head. In every season of my life, I've had a teacher. God has given me teachers. In the later years, I listen to people like DDK, Pastor Jerry Eze, and every time I get stuck or confused, God leads me to a message by one of these people. It always happens. It happens every single time, and it's like I suddenly have lights beaming in my soul and strength in my bones. So my question to you today is: who are you listening to? Who are your mentors? Do you even have teachers? How did you find them? But that's another thing. Who are you listening to? Jeremiah 3:15 said, I will give you shepherds according to my heart, who will feed you with knowledge and understanding. So again, who is shepherding you? Who are you listening to? In this age of social media following, follow Christ first. Ask him to give you shepherds suitable for your unique purpose and identity. You need mentors, oh. You need mentors. You really do. I can never be able to overestimate the need for mentors. You desperately need teachers. You need shepherds. Voices that God can use to pull you out of the deepest pits and strongholds of the flesh and negative influences. So tell me, do you have mentors that you're really grateful for? Mention them in the comments and say thank you.